Hey everyone, welcome back to Black on the Platform Live, where we spotlight Black entrepreneurs, authors, and leaders who are moving the culture forward and making wellness, wealth, and wisdom more accessible to our communities. I'm your host, Jen S., founder of Black on the Platform, your go to directory and community for Black owned businesses. If it's your first time joining us, please drop your name in the chat and where you're tapping in from. And to our returning viewers, welcome back. We see you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you're part of this movement. So today we are serving up something extra specially delicious with our special guest, Gabby Vasquez. So she is the founder of Café Gabby in Leimert Park, Los Angeles, a cozy family-run spot known for its bold, comforting, and flavorful menu. Before opening her own cafe, Gabby built a following through her culinary education nonprofit, Cooking with Gabby. And so we want to welcome Gabby. And let me move this. Sorry, I'm still a little rusty from a week off. Okay, here we go. Welcome back. Welcome, Gabby. Please say hello to our viewing audience.
Hi, Jen. Hello, everyone. It's so great being here today with you. I'm so excited.
Awesome. Okay, let me put us side by side. There we go. And can you see the chat, Gabby? I want to make sure you
I
can see
can.
people are saying hello.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Myrna is here,
Hello,
and
everyone.
my cousin Gloria, my sister Natasha. We have Janice, and I'm so excited to have you here, Gabby, to tell us all
Yes.
about your Cafe Gabby. So take us back.
Yes.
What inspired you to start Cooking with Gabby, and how did it evolve into Cafe Gabby?
So, Cooking with Gabby started in 2006. That was when our mission established. And so we really wanted to um, serve those in the inner city and childhood obesity. And so that was our main mission, was making sure that we are taking care of our community in the community, and really just teaching kids all about healthy eating, being active, and teaching them cooking classes. And so our program is after school program. It's in the parks, and they're cooking classes where we teach kids all about healthy eating, being active. So we have dance classes, and they're just a lot of fun. And with that, so we were only in the schools, and then we also had catering. So we wanted to be in the community. And so outside of those two areas, we really wanted to give to our community, give good food, have a spot where people can come and, like you said, a cozy little cafe, and really just be involved with our community. So a friend of mine that came and ate, they said that ate at the cafe when it first opened, they had said that your food is balanced. And so they're like, because it's the healthier versions of what our community is all about. We have amazing dishes, and they're really good, but they're just kind of like a twist on a healthier, delicious version of food, but not to where it's not something that you don't want to eat. And
Right.
so we really just love being a part of the community, in the community, and being able to serve our community.
I love it. And I consider the meals that we've done with Cooking with Gabby
Yes.
um, to be really clean. You know, they feel
Mhm.
fresh and clean. And so I love that.
Yes.
What your friend said is so true. So tell us
Yeah.
about opening day at Cafe Gabby. What was it like? I'm sure it was nerves, wins, surprises. What was that like?
Yes, so we did a soft launch with family, friends, people that we knew in the community, other business owners. Leimert Park is such a family-based community. Um, uh, especially just where we are and what Leimert Park is all about. So people from all the businesses came and they supported us, and we just it was really nervous because we wanted to first make sure that they liked our food, the community, but also we had making sure we had coffee, making sure we had drinks that people, but healthy drinks, delicious food that people want to come back for. So it was really nervous because we had some things on the menu that maybe people haven't really seen. Um,
So I don't know if
and
you can see in the chat, Errol's here.
oh,
He's asking,
I
what's on the menu?
Oh, yes. Okay. So we have the best chicken sandwich, which is our chicken sandwich. It's not fried, it's grilled, it's marinated to perfection. But we also, what we put on it, what I feel like makes it a game changer is our a baba ganoush, which is our
Mm.
eggplant. And when people, they're like, we don't see that that happen, and especially in our communities very often. And so when me and chef that I ate that growing up all the time because chef, who is my father, Chef Steve, growing up cooking with him, a lot of these meals are what we grew up on. So the chicken sandwich, the best chicken sandwich is the best chicken sandwich. The chili is amazing. And if you guys in the chat, or Jen, Miss Lisa, that is a twist on her chili growing up.
Okay.
And so that is being served there, and it is amazing. We also have a veggie chili, which is made with sweet potatoes, and it's just like vegetables, but it's so good. And we
But
add
it's so
Japanese sweet
good. You
potatoes.
hear this, kids who
Yeah,
are listening in? Veggies can
so
be tasty
good.
too.
Yes, and it's the perfect little spice and a little sweet because the Japanese sweet potato in it is has a little extra sweetness to it. We also have our avocado toast, which is great for breakfast. Our breakfast burrito with turkey sausage. It's all just delicious. And then we have our delicious hibiscus tea
Mm.
and our delicious lemon ginger tea, which we can serve either hot or cold. And then just coffees. We have all types of coffees. Any come in and enjoy. It's a cafe. We have the Wi-Fi. We have an outside seating. We have our indoor seating. And so we're small, but I think people come, they hang out, they enjoy, especially during the summer, or if it's a little bit cold, they like to be outside, but the sun is out. So it's like you said, cozy and
It is
perfect.
cozy. I love that. And it sounds like you have a traditional family recipe that
Mhm.
your mom has shared with us. So that's exciting.
Yes,
I consider your mom and your dad and you family. I love
yes, we do
I
too.
love yeah, I'm so grateful. Um and I also appreciate Coach Z because I used to be a choreographer. And so
Yes,
I know with Cooking with Gabby, and I know we're here to talk about Cafe Gabby, but it was spawned out of Cooking with Gabby, and I love
yes,
dancing with Coach Z before cooking classes.
yes. And Coach Z loves you and all of the teachers and the students. Coach Z is she's great. I love Coach Z too.
She's awesome. So
Yes.
you've got people mouth watering in the chat already
Hmm.
with the description of the yummy foods. So
Hmm.
and yeah, hibiscus
Yes.
tea. So
Yes.
she's Natasha's asking when is the next meal being served. I love it.
Come. We are
Come on.
open. Right. Come in.
Yeah,
We're
tell them when
open
you're
with.
open.
Oh, yes. Wednesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We are opened. And that is, we are working on night hours. We will have a dinner menu. That is our next step. But as of right now, we are open just 9 to 3. And please come and enjoy. And I always say, because it is, Cafe Gabby was inspired by Cooking with Gabby. And so I always tell people, by supporting us at Cafe Gabby, you are supporting an amazing nonprofit that constantly gives to the community and teaches, all about healthy eating and being active. But we also have our other programs with Cooking with Gabby that serves the homelessness. So please know that by helping us, you're helping others.
I love it. And I just dropped your listing in the chat. People are asking, where is it at?
Yes.
So if you go to Black on the
Yeah.
Platforms, Cafe Gabby's listing, it has a map feature that will take you right to the location. And I wanted to make sure people knew how to access you. And you already answered one of my questions that I was going to close with is like, what are next steps? But we heard it here. They're going to have an evening menu, which is awesome.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love
Yes.
it. So your food truly has a comforting vibe. What do you hope
Mhm.
people feel when they dine at Cozy Cafe Gabby?
Happiness. Our employees are the best. They're so sweet. You guys, people that come in, they are family. And so please come in. You feel like family. You're at a place that is ran by family. And you will, I hope that you enjoy the food. It fills your tummy. It makes you warm inside. And then that you also just enjoy the vibes that it brings, the music, the closeness, and then just talking to us. We're always there. Chef Steve or Miss Lisa might be sitting outside while I'm inside, and they're just hanging out, at
So yeah,
the having their snacks.
so that brings me to my next question because this is a family run business. What roles do your parents play and what has it meant to build this together as a family?
Yes. So, I feel like it's an all family. My brothers, they come by. Uh, they are there. They bring friends, and they test the food, of course, before any new menus. They come and taste. Miss Lisa, the same thing. There are a few items on the menu that are inspired by her or some recipes by her. So she always makes sure that her banana bread, the lemon loaf, which is also on the menu, fresh lemon loaf, fresh banana
Mm,
bread, and her chili are up to par, exactly how she makes them or how she is raised us on. And then Chef Steve is in the kitchen with me, and we are just and usually he's supposed to take a break over the weekends, but he might still be working. So he's usually there in the kitchen with me, and we're just going over recipes. So everyone, we're still there. That is, it's meant so much for me to be able to be this close to our family and be able to run businesses together and run a community. I would say community-based kitchen that can where we are all about love and our community is about love. So we just want to spread the love and
I
hope
love
that you
it.
guys enjoy. Yes.
And you are definitely purpose
Oh,
driven. I mean, yeah, you see
yeah.
Andrea talking about adopt me. I like taste testing.
Yes.
Right? You're like, move over, brothers. I got some new taste
Yes.
testers. So yeah, I see the dedication. I hear Chef Steve is early to rise, and now I hear he works late into the night. I mean, that's inspiring
Yes.
that he's so dedicated. And you
Hmm.
mentioned earlier about how the neighborhood showed up for you when you opened. And I
Yes.
feel like,
Mhm.
yes, you have this amazing cozy spot, but it's where it's placed in the neighborhood that really brings the
Yes.
community. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yes. We are in the perfect, like you said, neighborhood where we all support each other as far as our businesses. And so being able to kind of have a soft opening where they can come out and try our food and show up. And then businesses that I just learned about. And now we all kind of work together and making sure that we bring back Leimert Park, what it once was. And that is our goal, is to drive more traffic to support more businesses. And so we need more restaurants in the community. We need more, people wanting to come and visit the community. So please, guys, by coming to visit Cafe Gabby, always check out the other other locations. There's other coffee shops, there's other stores, and really support Black businesses, because that's what they are. They're Black businesses in
I love
Leimert
it.
Park. So
And I'm encouraging those businesses to join Black on the Platform's
yes.
free listing. You can send me any of their names and I can post them on
Oh
our
yes,
directory. Yeah,
absolutely.
that would be great.
Yes.
Bring more traffic to them, brings more traffic to Cafe Gabby. It's a
Yes.
win-win, right?
And
And
then come
so
by. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see people, they're excited. They're packing their bags and coming from um from Louisville, from Florida, from Detroit, from Virginia. Everybody's ready to come to Cafe
Yes.
Gabby. Um, and oh, Tashi has her grandma lived across the street from Leimert Park. So some of our viewing audience knows what Leimert Park is like. For those viewing audience who don't maybe know what Leimert Park is like, I think Gabby is painting a picture of a African American centered community that is supportive of one another's endeavors. It's really a place
Mhm.
for, I remember when I used to go to Leimert Park in my younger years and we would listen to live music.
Yes.
We would sometimes listen in like smaller spaces, people doing poetry or just free
Hmm.
prose. And
Drum
there's just a,
circle. Hmm.
yes, there's just a real
Yes.
vibe about the community.
Yes.
So that brings an element of what we're looking for both Black on the Platform form and Cafe Gabby, really looking
Yes.
for a space to build community. And you and I chatted a lot today about how much we care about the community and how much
Yeah.
we have a passion to serve um, both the community inside of a small like neighborhood, but also the
Mhm.
larger community. And so we are both like-minded in that. So
Yes.
yeah. Oh, Jazz is saying,
Oh,
Jazz
yeah.
is here too. We have a lot of support here today, Gabby. Um, we
Yay.
have Omari and Errol and Jazz and many of our Power Networking team here
Oh,
to
yes.
shout you out. So I'm really
Thank
excited.
you.
And Jazz is saying, I miss being able to go to Leimert Park, sad face.
Yes.
We-
Yes.
We're
Come
going to bring
when you
her
come
back.
back, yes, bring
And I'm going to
absolutely.
drop a question in the chat because I love how like Janice and Natasha and Terry and Myrna and Andrea, everybody's engaged. So tell us
Oh,
what's your,
awesome.
yeah, I love it. I'm going to ask them to share what's your favorite neighborhood spot where you feel at home and let us know in the
Oh,
chat. Um,
yes.
so, but what's one thing that surprised you about running a cafe versus the catering or the nonprofit work? Was there something that
Um,
stands out to you that's surprising or different than you
yes.
expected?
I think I okay, becoming a, barista. I never
Mm.
worked an espresso machine, but my dad, being that he has worked in all types of restaurants, he knows how to work one, and taught me. And I thought I was a picky coffee drinker until I met many of picky coffee drinkers, which is amazing because I've learned to make so many drinks, and then I come home and then I'm able to make my own coffee drinks and not have to go out
Nice.
and get them. And so I think I've perfected my craft in that, but it took some time. And what I love is that in that community, it's more of like, let me just kind of guide you and show and tell you how, and not just like you got my stuff wrong. You got it's never that. It's always a teachable moment, and then they come back and then they're like, oh, it's perfect now. And so, so
I love that.
it's great. Yeah. So I think that is kind of what shocked me because, usually with catering, you have big orders or you send orders out, people love your food, they know exactly what they're getting, but when it came to making coffee, I think that was a little bit like I was a little scared at first and then I got the hang of it.
Yeah,
So I think that was a little
I'm one of
shocker.
those picky coffee drinkers, so I'm
Hmm.
definitely gonna come check out
Yes,
your coffee. And you have my
please.
wheels turning because one of our previous guests, Derek McKeith, he does Bad Beans Coffee. And so I don't know
Oh,
who you get your
yes,
coffee from now, but maybe that could be a good collaboration. You also have
yes.
Jasmine, who does her Boundless Love Tea and Boundless Mind Tea. So those are things that you could maybe put on the
I
menu, Cafe Gabby.
Yes. And I was just talking to Chef about getting more teas and going to getting beans from. I know that where Chef gets his coffee beans from, he is the place is a black owned
Oh, good. Well,
location, but
points.
it's more of like a big right. I feel like we need more. variety a little bit and bringing
Okay.
in more vendors as well as teas. We do not have a tea person. So, yes, that would be amazing to be able to serve up some delicious tea. So,
So
let's definitely
I
figure that out.
I just received today, as I was getting home, my thank you cards because I've gotten the tea. Jazz has already mailed me the tea. I did a live unboxing of Jazz's teas, but I didn't have my little thank you notes yet. So now I have my thank you notes and I have my teas. So you will be getting one because you're one of my
Yes.
Power Networking team subscribers. So you'll be able to
Yay.
taste test the Boundless Love Tea that Jazz makes from her own
Yes.
apothecary. So I'm really excited to share that with you. You can
Amazing.
see how
And
that.
yes, and she said in the
Yes,
chat,
she's like,
yes.
yes,
So
Gabby,
let's
let's
do
collab.
it.
Yes. So
Yes.
I would love for you guys to do a one-on-one. That's one of the things I sent out recently
Okay.
was to do one-on-ones with one another to see what you can do to help each other. That's the whole point of Black on the Platform is to gain visibility, to help each other get referrals, and to collaborate so that we can all
Awesome.
share the love. And so
Yes.
we do a lot. We are, working women, moms, we are daughters. How do you stay grounded while you wear so many hats as, helping with the preparing the food as a chef, as an owner, a community
Yeah.
builder, a daughter? What keeps you grounded?
Definitely praying. That is number one.
Mm,
I am,
yes.
we did, grow up with parents, grandmas. Prayer was always number one with everything, and giving thanks to whoever you give thanks to, but praying for sure, and making sure and meditating. I think for me, being able to like have just a moment in the morning of just peace, and then
Yes.
trying to figure out my day, and that for me is just prayer, meditate, and then yeah, and try to tackle it the best that I can.
And give
Really.
yourself grace, right? Like those customers who
Yeah.
weren't hard on you because they didn't like the taste of the coffee, you have to be
Hmm.
that for yourself too and know that it's all a learning process. And
Yes.
yeah, and I think you
Yes.
also have a very strong supportive system with your family. Um,
Yeah.
Anytime I talk to Lisa or Chef Steve, it's always centered around you and your role in Cafe Gabby and Cooking with Gabby. And I think it's really beautiful to see the family oriented nature of the business.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the best. Like my parents are amazing as far as just being parents, and then also um, being business partners, and once still bosses too, but because they're the parents. But definitely being able to talk to them every day and have a lot of people don't have that relationship, and I'm blessed to be able to have that relationship, and I don't take it for granted. And so I really just try to balance as much as we can as far as separating business from family.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so we work well though, because Chef Steve is a jokester. My mom is more serious, but also funny. And I think I'm kind of like the in between. So
I
it
love
kind of
it.
works out.
So
Hmm.
so it sounds like, because my question for you was, do you have any advice for aspiring food entrepreneurs watching tonight? And it sounds like balancing work life and
Yes.
family life is one of those um, words of wisdom.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
um,
Definitely balance.
and you said that you were thinking of starting your menu for the evening. Do you
Yes.
have any new dishes in mind for or that you might launch for the evening meals that we
Um,
can look forward to?
no,
Not
we
yet?
haven't so much really focused on okay, we have ideas, but
Okay.
they're not 100% there. There are some dishes that we had talked about that possibly using, or some of the dishes um
Uh,
that
do
Chef
you
Steve, I'm like, I'm
Okay, can
I'm trying
I
to think.
can I
Uh-huh.
give unsolicited opinions of
Yes.
what I would
Yes.
like? So my favorite dish with Cooking with Gabby that Chef Steve we did last year was
Mhm.
cauliflower curry. The curry
Oh,
cauliflower.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Amazing.
When I it
So
was
good.
I mean,
Yes.
it was the best. And so a lot of times when I make food, I share it with my dad, and he's like, "What am I, the guinea pig?" And I'm like, "Yeah." But when it came to that cauliflower curry,
No,
he tore it
in
up.
love. Oh, yeah, that is one of my favorites too, and I think it's a great way to get kids to eat it. So, the cauliflower. So it's yeah, that is one of my especially if you don't eat meat, it still gives you that fullness and that delicious and the curry. Oh, I love
It's
curry.
so
But yeah,
good.
yeah.
Natasha said, "Sounds like we need a girls' trip to support this queen," and I love that.
Yes,
So we are
yes.
talking, Natasha, about for the uh, Power Networking Team's Spring Summit out here in Los Angeles, that we may have to bring Cafe Gabby in for one of our meals. So once those tickets go on sale, you will have to get one to come out here and try her food. She said, "Ooh, California curry." Intriguing. Yes. The recipes are
Yes.
so good. So that leads me to my next question, which is, have you guys considered doing like a recipe book where people can
Mhm.
buy all the recipes that Chef Steve has created and make them at home?
That is something that we are currently working on, but it's not for the cafe. It's
Okay,
for
it's for
the program that we are trying to get done by then so we can send it to the kids of what they have made. So, but we would love to eventually do a book for purchase in the future, for
right.
sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't
we would love.
necessarily thinking it under Cafe Gabby or Cooking with Gabby, but more as
Uh-huh.
another avenue of cash flow and
Oh,
income for
yes.
you
You're like,
to
yes, my because that's yeah, and Jen, yes, you talked to me about that today too.
I
um,
did. Tell the
yes,
viewing audience what my tips were.
to that we are always serving and, and never taking care of ourselves. So
Yes.
as far as making sure that we got to stop giving things away for free. And so,
Exactly.
and that is something that yes we I am working on, and we will continue to go down, be able to figure out different streams of income, and definitely the book is on our list. I know it didn't have to do with Cooking with Gabby, but that is what we're currently working
Right,
on
right,
now.
right,
but
right.
but we would love to definitely have a cookbook. And I think once I can get Chef Steve to sit down for a second and we can work on it together, then we would definitely put out something. But the way Chef Steve works is that he's a perfectionist in his
Mhm.
craft. And so um, it has to be the right time for him. And everybody, I mean, I take his recipes and I do my own twist on them, but still it's he's always where the original creator. And
Mhm.
of I might say we can do this or we can add this or we can change this, and then I might just take the recipe altogether and and twist it, and he loves it, but he's always the foundation. And so it he's going to want it to be perfect. So we
And
will
I have to
definitely work on it.
I've learned so much from your dad. One of my favorite things is the mise en place. Can you tell the
Yes.
viewing audience about that? What is that?
Yes.
And
And it's so funny. I learned that way too. And now my niece is learning this way. Mise en place, everything in its place. And so
yes.
mise en place means everything in its place. That's what we teach the kids. That and it makes so much sense. Instead of going and getting all of your ingredients and realizing that, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that, you put it all together. And then instead of starting to cook and then you don't have your ingredients, at least you know. And if you need to run and get something or replace it with something else, then you will, it just organizes you. And my whole childhood, that was what I was taught. And it's so funny seeing my little niece, who is 3, saying mise en place,
So
everything in its place. And
so
she
cute.
makes her
I've seen her
eggs.
in
And
person. She's
yes,
so cute.
She's so cute. She's like the
She's so
cutest thing. I say that every time. Yes, it's like you
yeah.
just wanna,
Yes,
I just,
yeah.
yes. And so the little her is starting to cook and do everything that I did as a little, so I'm just like, I love to see it. And so yeah, so everything in its place.
I love that. And I also love
Mhm.
how he has variations for if you're vegan or you have different eating restrictions, he always has a
Yes.
substitution. Do
Yeah.
you have at Cafe Gabby, do you have vegan options?
We do. We have lots of vegan options. So the veggie chili that is no meat. It's all vegan. The avocado toast, the same thing. It's there's no meat. It's all vegan. We also have our tofu bowl, which is we have a salmon bowl with all yummy veggies, but the tofu bowl is the same thing, but with tofu instead of salmon. And so we are growing our vegan menu as well, our vegetarian vegan menu. One of my closest friends' mom is vegan, and she comes and picks up a few vegan items, and she loves the chili. And so it's yeah, we're
I'm
growing
coming.
it and working. Please come,
I'm
definitely
coming.
come. And when you come, bring cards and flyers so we can keep them there. And then
Okay.
anytime, yeah,
Absolutely.
so we can just talk about it. I always, anytime anyone leaves anything, I'm always telling people to grab that flyer, grab this, so we can talk about Black on the Platform.
I love that, and I'm gonna get a bowl of chili. And so,
Yes.
for our viewing audience, if you're in LA or you're coming through, you have to drop by Cafe Gabby in Leimert Park. You'll leave full, inspired, and feeling like
Yes.
family. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
drop the link in the chat. Do you have any closing remarks for our audience before you head out? Okay,
Oh,
let's
yeah. Okay, so I
see.
said the
There we
portobello mushroom. Ooh, that sounds so good. The portobello mushroom
go.
steak. That sounds so good right now.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
actually make
Mhm.
that myself when I was doing, Doctor Bobby Price's,
Oh.
cleanse. I was using
Mhm.
vegan only products, so, yes, don't
Oh,
forget the meatless community. Yes, I did it,
no.
and I didn't even see that
No.
comment.
Yes. Yeah. The meatless community is always on our mind. We are growing and growing our menu as time goes on. And see you December 17th. Yes.
Yes, awesome.
Yes. Okay. But
She's
but
coming into town, so she's gonna stop by
oh
and visit your place.
yay.
She's in Detroit, so she'll be
Oh
here.
awesome.
Yes,
Thank
so
you. Yes.
W well, Gabby, it is really a pleasure to have you not only be part of our Power Networking team, but part of our Black on the Platform family. Your kitchen is a place of comfort. It's where comfort and culture meet and nourishing not only our bellies, but our plates and our hearts. And we thank you for sharing it with us. You're definitely
Thank
not just running
you.
a cafe, you're building a movement of love, flavor, and legacy, and we see you and we're cheering you on. So I would love if
Thank
people
you.
in the chat show Gabby some love, drop a coffee or a heart emoji, and show this queen some love. Oh,
Thank you.
there we go. Go ahead.
And thank you so much. All the support and all the support from you too, Jen. Thank you. And thank you for creating such an amazing space to where we can all come together and support one another. So thank you for
Thank
this
you.
opportunity.
Thank you so much, Gabby. And I'm going to send you back to behind the camera while I do my
Yes.
outro. Thank you so much for
Bye.
joining us. Bye bye. All right. I enjoyed that conversation immensely. And now for my outro, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a powerful story. I'm Jen S., your concierge of connection, reminding you visibility creates opportunity, and we're here to help you shine. Until next time, say it with me: stay bold, stay black, and always stay building. Thank you for joining us today. Everyone, be well.